Good morning, everybody. This is Genita Mason, Medical Director of Light Medicine Ministries. Today is number 4 on the root causes, the 10 root causes of disease, and that is inflammation. Now, we have gone through oxidative stress, dehydration, and a toxic colon, okay? So you can look up those videos, excuse me, on brighteon.com. I have moved over there because YouTube is actively censoring me now. And yeah. So you know I got VIP status at the pearly gates, right? So anyway, I'm starting to pull off of YouTube and going over to brighteon.com. Just look up the Biosanctuary. That's our old branding now. We're Light Medicine Ministries because I've added the energy medicine component. And just look up the Biosanctuary, and I have a channel there with about 25 how-to videos and other informative videos. So anyway, and there's going to be a lot more as soon as I get this migration done. So inflammation, okay? Inflammation is a root cause of disease because why? It chokes off nutrients, hydrogen, oxygen, it chokes off hydration. So it's dark. It makes the area dark, right? So chronic, long-term inflammation is going to be a root cause of disease because things start decomposing in there. Where there's no light, there's no life, right? Where there's no spirit, there's no life, okay? So that's the whole premise, the core value of Light Medicine Ministries' approach to medicine. And by the way, the biological component is an award-winning one, and now we've added energy medicine, so we will be getting an award in that one, the combination. Nobody does the integration the way we do it. That actually matches how we are integrated with spirit and the elements of the earth to make our spacesuits, our holy temple. So anyway, there are 5 immune systems. People don't know that. There's 5 immune systems that the body has. The brain is the one that's suffering the most because it has, the blood has to fight gravity to get up there. It's a microcirculatory environment. But so there's the brain's immune system, the gut's immune system. Everybody knows that one, right? So the skin, the lungs have their own immune system. People were dying of COVID left and right, not from COVID. They were dying from the inflammation response because they had underlying causes that caused the inflammation response in their lungs. Then they shipped them off to a hospital to try and force oxygen with respirators, which damaged the lungs, and then they died. 82%, the last time I checked was a couple of years ago, it's probably even worse. 82% of people that went on respirators died. So anyway, the lungs have it, and then of course women have the vagina, the Cervix has its own immune system. So in fact, that's the immune system that the baby, when you have a baby, the baby is seeded with. That's why we do a conscious conception program for women wanting to have children. When they get pregnant, well, before they get pregnant, we do a conscious conception program to really make sure that flora is well. There's no, dysbiotic bacteria, yeast, fungus, mold, none of that. And we fix it up so that when the baby comes down the canal, everything's good. The immune system is seated. The baby's going to have a strong immune system, which what could be more important when they're being born into this world, onto this planet right now, right? So anyway, this is a huge contributor to disease because, again, where there's no light, there is disease. Things start rotting, okay? And the reason why I say the brain is the most important to be concerned about, like if you have fog brain, that's a serious condition. Your brain is dying. It's on its way out. Neurons are being choked. They're being choked off of the nutrients, the hydration, the oxygen, everything that they need. And the brain, by the way, the jugglers provide, the blood supply, but then it goes into these microcirculatory networks that literally there's one capillary between your pituitary and your hypothalamus. Come on, for all that information that they have to exchange. So it's so important to keep your brain healthy through keeping your gut healthy. The vagus nerve connects the brain and the gut, and it's the gut that is pumping into the blood system and directly through the vagus nerve. The gut, actually, the lipopolysaccharides, a harmful die-off from harmful bacteria, lipopolysaccharides, and many other toxic, in fact, they're analogs to excitatory neurotransmitters. Much of people's anxiety, depression, panic attacks, they're all caused primarily by the messages going, the analog analog bacteria they're analogs to excitatory neurotransmitters in the brain. They hit on the glutamate receptors, which make you sympathetic nervous system dominant, and you're keyed up, you're overreactive, you have anxiety, insomnia, and of course, if you think about it now, when the brain is choked off and the neurons are dying, what do you think is a root cause of neurodegenerative disease? Okay? But you know what? There is good news. Dr. Joe Dispenza, I'm sure a lot of you know who that man is. He actually wrote a blurb for my first book, to help promote it. He was part of a team that reported they took 80-year-old, they took octogenarians, put them on a healthy organic diet, light exercise, and got them out volunteering, networking with their community, which we all know helps people, the elderly, live a lot longer, volunteering and such. And they did PET scans every 3 months, and they showed that 80-year-olds could actually build new real estate, new neurons, new brain matter at that age. It's the environment. You have to give the body what it needs to build, repair, and replicate. Okay, that's all cells are designed for. That's all they're programmed for. They don't know how to die. It's the environment that you provide them that kills them. Okay, so the inflammation, it's a big one, and most people, by the way, today, because of grain has mold, fungus on it, and once you get a fungus or mold infection or yeast infection, any of those, you have to have medical intervention. There are people that have been and not antibiotics, but organic, natural, alternative medicine intervention. There are people that come to my clinic, and by the way, there are labs on my website on lightmedicineministries.com that prove before and after in 7 days we have gotten rid of serious mold, fungus, and yeast infections. So anyway, take a look at that, because I know what I'm talking about and I know what I'm doing. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna actually shut off with that because I think I've run a little bit long. You all enjoy your day. This is Genita Mason, Medical Director at Light Medicine Ministries. This is beautiful Brushy Creek in Texas here, one of my bike ride spots. And we're at retreats at lightmedicineministries.com. You can reach us also at lightministries.com, the website, and the phone number is 877-285-9266. We run intensive 7-day treatment programs that get rid of all this stuff, correct all 10 of the root causes of disease, and people leave with the light shining in their eyes. All right, okay, you enjoy your day. I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.